What's going on, guys? Smitty here, and today I'm going to be breaking down Nephisto versus the strongest player in the game, LB Justin, both of their stats, going super in depth on it. I'm going to show you guys some battle reports and then show you an Excel spreadsheet that I made breaking everything down. So let's jump right into it. So I'll just do a brief overview showing you the battle reports so you can see their squads. So this is Nephisto's air squad currently. It's at 102.4 million with the gorilla. And I'll break down all of their, I'll have all this stuff on the chart as well, like the exclusive weapons, the research gear, all this good stuff. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it right now, but I just want you guys to see the overall in squads. So then Nephisto's tank, 95.3 million. And then his missile is 93.4 million. So now let's go to LB Justin. All right, so here we have LB Justin's three squads. So we have his tank squad, which seems to be the one, or his strongest squad because the gorilla especially, is 133.9 million. Pretty freaking insane, if I do say so myself. Then we have his missile squad at 121.6 million. And then his air squad at 122.3 million. So these squads, I mean, Nephisto's really freaking strong, and his squads are no joke, but I mean, Justin is just crazy. Now, there's a couple of things obviously we need to take into consideration when going over this stuff, and I'm going to show you that here on the spreadsheet, breaking down legit every single stat that is on the battle report, putting them side by side so you can see the difference of who's stronger, which besides based off of total hero power and all that stuff, and just their squad power compared to where they're at currently in the season as well. All right, guys, so this is the spreadsheet. We have LB Justin all in this column, Nephisto all in this column, the differences in power / levels for all the categories, and then any additional notes that are relevant to where Nephisto is at compared to Justin, basically. So Justin's total hero power, 604.84 million, which is crazy. And Nephisto is 454.1 million, which is also crazy, but it's a pretty big difference. You can see it's about 150 million basically in total hero power difference. So there's obviously a very big separation between Nephisto and LB Justin in total hero power. And I'm going to break down a little bit of the reasons why behind that. So keep in mind, before I get into this, what I did is I took out the Overlord for all of these just to make it fair, because I think Justin had his on the tank squad, Nephisto had his on the air squad, and I feel like it'd be a better comparison to make the comparison completely fair with all without Overlords. And so what I did, just so you guys know the math on that, how that worked, is obviously I subtracted the deployed Overlord power, which Justin's was like, I think 17 point something, and then subtracted it from 8. So that was like 9 point something, and subtracted it from the total from his tank squad. And then also the morale changed on the units whenever you take out the Overlord. So I also subtracted that from with the Overlord compared to without, and took that off of his tank squad as well. And same thing with Nephisto. So just want you guys to know, I want to preface that ahead of time so that way you guys know these stats are all very fair and accurate. So anyway, we have Justin's air squad 122.3 million, Nephisto's 95.4 without his gorilla, and so it's about almost 20 million difference in power. But here, the kind of caveats I guess to this is Nephisto's squads are all level 170 since he's only HQ 34. He slows a little bit before he gets to HQ 35, so that's an extra 25 levels per hero. Also, one thing you'll notice is the exclusive weapon power is a pretty big gap, I would say, and as you can see in these next two sections, the reason for that is, one, we haven't even unlocked Lucius's exclusive weapon yet, and we just got Schuler or Skylar. I never know how to pronounce her name, but yeah, we got her exclusive weapon, I think 6 days ago, maybe 7 now, so it's still just brand new with that. So obviously these two, without having much time to level them up, let alone any, is going to cause a decent difference in the exclusive weapon power. The gear is pretty close. Justin has all red. Neff's missing 4 red prints, 2 on Carly and 2 on Lucius. And then naturally the hero skill is going to be a little bit less with Nephisto, just due to the fact that his exclusive weapons, one, he doesn't have access to all of the ones that Justin does, and also he has one that's not level 30. So those are all going to, well, yeah, they're all going to play a role in that. Next is skill chips. So Justin has his all maxed out, level 10, 40 stars. Nephisto's right there. He's literally 1 star away, which he'll probably get that this coming week. And then he'll get 40 stars. So yeah, his memory ultra vision is on 9, and then the rest are on 10. Now the average, so this is kind of interesting. This is where you'll see a pretty interesting difference, because with Justin, well, with Nephisto in general, people know him because his Wall of Honor is insane. But if you look at Justin's, it's pretty crazy, the difference. So there's 9 heroes for both of them on their Wall of Honor. Total levels in the Wall of Honor for Justin is 5,246, which means the average level on his Wall of Honor is 583, which, if you guys don't know, the max level on that is 600. So he's almost maxed this out. He's very close. Nephisto is at 4,325, the average level being 481. And the difference between them is 921 overall levels, and then Justin's average hero is 102 levels higher than Nephisto's on his heir for Wall of Honor. So, and then yeah, Overlord, we kind of just breezed over that, but that's what it is without the Overlord deployed for Nephisto and also Justin, and then the difference here. All right, next we have his tank squad. So Justin's tank squad is 122.4 million. Nephisto's tank squad is 95.3 million. And if you look, I think, okay, so this is Nephisto's air squad is the closest to Justin's compared to the other two. Then this one is the second closest, and his missile squad is the third closest. But anyway, these are obviously without the Overlord as well. So kind of the same with all of Nephisto versus Justin's heroes. There's a 5-level gap with all of them, which probably is, I'd say, maybe 2 million power or so. I'm just throwing that out there. I might be wrong. I think it's probably somewhere in that ballpark. And then exclusive weapon, very similar situation here. I mean, Murphy, that one we've had for a little while, so that one not as much of a rebuttal for this as far as his exclusive weapon, but obviously we have not unlocked Williams yet, and Marshall's we literally got 20 days ago as well, so it's fairly new. And then, yeah, obviously Justin's Kim is very strong, and he's pretty consistent with having 30, 50, 50, and higher for all of these. Gear, Nephisto's is a little bit weaker, so he's missing 11 red prints. I think all of his are literally like on the final tick, just needing red prints. That's literally all that he needs for his main squads. So he's pretty much there, just, yeah, missing 11 red prints, which sounds like a lot, and kind of it is, but I mean, he's as close as he can get without with regular blueprints, basically, for all of his squads. And then, yeah, hero skill, same concept. He hasn't unlocked the Williams exclusive weapon yet. Plus, this isn't level 30, so that's why this is going to be a little bit weaker. Both of them got 40 stars. Same thing with Overlord. Not going to go into it. And then average tank hero level on the Wall of Honor. So there's 13 heroes on the tank Wall of Honor. So with Justin, it's 7,198. The average level on his tank is, or per tank unit is 553. And for Nephisto, his total levels is 5,847, with the average tank hero being 450, which is an average of 103 levels higher for Justin per hero than Nephisto. And then you can see the difference here, 1,351 for total levels. So that one, Justin looks like he still has a little bit more work to do. I think it looks like his lowest one. Same with Nephisto, if you look at these three here. Now, missiles will get interesting. So we have Justin's at 121.6. Then we have Nephisto's at 93.4. So 28.2 million difference. Same thing here. HQ 34 can only get to level 170. Exclusive weapon power. So you can see we have not unlocked McGregor's exclusive weapon yet, nor have we unlocked Adam's exclusive weapon yet. So that's why these two will definitely play a big difference in the exclusive weapon power, and then also the hero skill chip, hero skill. And then, yeah, same thing with gear, missing 12 on this one. So just need those extra red blueprints, no more regulars. 40 stars on both for their skill chips, and then the average missile hero level on the Wall of Honor. So this one's pretty crazy. Justin has actually maxed his out, it looks like, because he has 5,400 total. 9 times 600 is 5,400. So he has gotten all of his on missile to level 600. He cannot get them any higher, at least unless the devs make an update in the future. But this is pretty insane. Nephisto's is at 4292, so he's still got about 1,100 ish to go, and his average level is 477. So I think that's, I guess it's pretty close to his air, but yeah, missile and probably air looks like the easiest to max out, just due to the fact that they both have 9 heroes in each of them, and that's why these are probably higher versus tank being 13. So it's a lot more to manage, but yeah, pretty insane. The average level difference, though, between Nephisto and Justin's missile is 123 per hero on the Wall of Honor. So 123 levels. That's pretty insane. Also, okay, so these are all his main squads, tank, missile, air. And then now we'll get into more of like the drone, the research, deco, all that kind of stuff. So you can see the difference. So drone power, Justin's is 26.9 million, level 300. Nephisto just got his to 290 this week, and it is 23.8 million. So he'll get this to 300 when he hits HQ 35. So he has plenty of drone parts to do it. That'll be coming probably as soon as possible. I'm not sure. He said he may get to HQ 35 in a month or so. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, 3.1 million difference, 10 level difference. Now drone components. Justin has all level 11 drone components, 24, and this is, by the way, these percentages are in order from if you're starting on the left side of the very, basically how it shows in the battle report. So the very top left all the way across and back down all the way across. So 24%, 26, 27, and then 111. And then for Nephisto, his radar research is level 10. He has 24% with that. The next two are level 11 with 6% and 0%. And then the next three are also level 10 at 22, 23, and 45%. So still got a ways to go. Justin has I'd say, pretty big advantage here with the drone components. He is quite a bit ahead. And then research, Nephisto, he'll be 100% before we know it. He's just slowly and quickly chipping away at this one here. So you can see the difference. Nephisto's done everything to max his research besides the tactical weapon at 71% at the moment. Justin has maxed his, so he cannot get any stronger here. Now, the decorations, they both have some improvement they can do, but you can see there's about a 0.3 million difference. And keeping in mind that Justin has one extra decoration than Nephisto since he's in Season 4. So the decoration that he has extra is called the Lucky Cat from you get it after Season 4. Basically just boosts the coin output. Not that it really contributes to your power or anything like that, but I guess it contributes to the levels. So Justin's are 217 total levels for his UR. I think the max level for him he could get would be 238. Someone might need to double check me on that, but basically he has, I think, 34 UR decos, and then multiply that by 7. I think it's somewhere around there, 238. And then since Nephisto has 33, then he can technically get to 231 if that previous math was correct. And then, purples, 119, and then 131 for Neph, and then level 20 for Neph on the blues and 24 on Justin for the decoration. So both of them can definitely have some areas of opportunities here. And also, as you can see, another big area for a lot of them, and especially Nephisto's, these exclusive weapons that will eventually unlock. And now tactic cards. So I don't really know much about these. We have not unlocked them yet. That's why it says NA. But this obviously plays a big factor into the power difference. It's a 6.2 million difference just from that. And then here you have the units. So Justin's 13.6, Nephisto's 9.8, 3.8 million difference. And then the Wall of Honor. So this is basically just breaking down the whole thing that we just went over with the Wall of Honor above. So Justin's total power for this is 17.7 million. Pretty freaking crazy. And Nephisto's is 11.2 million, which, when you hear that Nephisto's is 11.2 million, and then you see that, and you see how advanced Nephisto's is already, and then you see Justin's, you're like, holy crap. And so this is the average level in the Wall of Honor for just everything combined. So if you take the missile, air, and tank, the total levels come out to 17,844. The average level for those is 576 per hero. And then Nephisto's is 14,464, the average level being 467 on the Wall of Honor. And you guys can see the difference here between the two on the Wall of Honor. Now, Overlord, This is obviously a pretty big gap as well, just due to the fact that we only unlocked the Overlord probably a little bit over, probably around a month ago or so. I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but it's been probably close to a month, I would say. So there's definitely been, he has a big advantage. He's had his Overlord for significantly longer than Nephisto has, so there's definitely some big opportunities of growth that are coming with the Overlord for Nephisto. But I saw Justin's is not maxed as well, so that's another area where Justin can level up. And then you can see the morale boost with the Overlord deployed for the troops and stuff. So Justin it's 2.2, Nephisto 1.6. So that is the full breakdown of all of their stats, literally like every single thing that I could pretty much find on both of them. And all these battle reports are literally like up to date, like within probably a day or two old. So these are very accurate stats. But hopefully this video was helpful and you got some value from it, or maybe just cool to see the difference in power with the strongest player in the game compared to Nephisto, where he stacks up and where he's at currently in the season compared to Justin. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.